There's 100 things you could have done instead of coming here for Facebook Live. You could have read a book or played a game, take a walk or go for a drive. You could have cooked a meal from a new recipe and text you're so sorry, but you showed up for me. Yes, and I like it. There's 100 places you could have gone instead of lost track of time. You could have dyed your hair or wrote a song, watched some Netflix, Hulu or Prime, done a webinar or another Zoom, text your apology, but you showed up for me, and I like it. Welcome tonight to Live Your Bloom, and thank you all for coming. Let me just reset this over here. There you go. So tonight we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. We're going to be talking about allergies because I left the doors open, but that's okay. Tonight, 1 week from here, it's going to be Mother's Day, so I did want to do a couple of mother's songs in honor of my mother, who is no longer with me. I remember people in my hometown used to say, oh, because my mom had been there a long time, boy, she's so funny. Your mother is so funny. She makes me laugh. And I used to think to myself, she does not make me laugh. Nothing funny about my mom. She was an old world Greek, and that's how I was raised, and that's what I ate. But when I got older, I started to see some of the humor in the things that she did. And I will tell you a quick story. My mom was a fanatic about cards. Do not forget to send the appropriate card. And it better not be a thoughtless card. It better be the right thing, because she was going to scrutinize every word, every line. And she used to make us take us down to search for the perfect card, and it would take a long time. So we would be there, and she would be reading the cards and going through the lines saying, you're the love of my life. Where would I be without you? I don't think so. Put the card back, especially if she was annoyed with my father, which was all the time. And there might be another card where she said, my life has changed for the better. You made everything. Oh, please. And she put that away, and she starts to get people around her. And by the time she picks a card out and gives it to me, I looked at the card and it said, good luck in your new home. Good luck in your new home. And I said, what is this, Ma? And she said, you're right. Cross out the word new. Just good luck in your home. And I'm going to do a couple songs. And this is a song I love by the Intruders. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. Sometimes I feel so bad when I think of all the things I used to do. How mama used to clean somebody else's house just to buy me a pair of new shoes. I never understood how mama made it through the week when she never got a good night's sleep. Oh, talk about mama. She's one of a kind. You got yours and I got mine. Oh, mama, my heart belongs to you. I always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. Only get one, yeah. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. Oh, I love mother love so special. It's something you cannot describe. Well, it's the kind of love that stays with you until the day you die. She taught me little things like say hello and thank you please, scrubbing those floors on her bended knees. Oh mama, hey, she's one of a kind. You've got yours and I've got mine. My heart belongs to you. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. I'll always love my mama. She brought me in this world. And when I think about a lot of those stories, I laugh because there's a lot of them. Now, this other song I'm going to do about mothers and fathers actually came from a show that I wrote in Tubac, Arizona, when I did an artist in residency there, and co-wrote a historical musical with the kids from the Montessori school. And then we performed it in the original schoolhouse, 1885, from the town. This particular song was about a little girl who was frightened, and her parents were trying to assuage her fear, telling her there was nothing to worry about. I will be singing it like a child. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Nice to see you. She works from morning to night. She says don't worry, but I still do. My father never lies. He says he's always right. He says don't worry, but I still do. I know that grown-ups try to hide things to convince that they are strong, but every time they say those words, I know something's wrong. And I wish I didn't feel afraid to be afraid, need to be braver to get me through. They say don't worry, but I still do. I know that grown-ups try to hide things to convince that they are strong, but every time they say those words, I know something's wrong. Wish I didn't feel afraid to be afraid. I need to be braver to get me through. They say don't worry, but I'll be strong for you. Hey, Joanne. Hi, Joanne. How you doing? Good to see you. Artie, thank you for coming. Thank you. All the way from Colorado. That's great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so that was a fun project to do, especially with the kids all acting out the parts. And I learned a lot about the history and toolbox. So if I'm ever in jeopardy, and that is the category, I know a lot about it because I wrote several musicals for them. Take a moment to talk about tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're having the Bloom Huddle, and the topic is going to be perseverance. All the info is on my website. Just go under events and click on the link. It's a new link, by the way. So if you have the old link, it's not going to work because I got rid of it. So tomorrow night, 7 to 8, it's a wonderful group of people. And we just talk about the things that are bothering us, the things that are working for us. And I always learn so much. So that's tomorrow night. And there's a new podcast coming out. I'm sorry, that's not tomorrow. It's next Tuesday. But tomorrow night, there's a new podcast coming out by Amy Tsai, and you're going to love it. It's Fit and Fierce over 40, which I am. Okay. Okay, Jerry, I don't see you there, but I know you're there because Joanna's there. So you got to be there. So thank you for coming too. So Fit and Fierce over 40, it'll be nonstop up on my podcast site, but Amy Tsai is very fascinating. Got some great viewpoints and you're going to love it. Another thing my mom once said when we were watching a bloody movie with people killing each other, she turned to me and she said, "Aren't good friends wonderful that they would die for you?" Like, who are you? But good friends are wonderful. They truly are. And I wanted to do this song tonight. And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I can tell, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And if I should ever go away, well then close your eyes and say, glad I feel the way I do today. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you will always count on me for sure. And that's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Well, you came and opened me. Now I'm glad that I can see. And so, by the way, I thank you and them for the times when we're apart. Close your eyes and know I'm just coming from my heart. And then if you can, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for good times and bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. When I'm singing that song, I'm thinking of my dear friend who departed recently from COVID, Joe Labracio, Joe Long. Joe Long, you may know him as the ex-bass player of the Four Seasons. He was with them for 11 years. I know him as a dear friend and a wonderful man, and just such a big part of my coming into my own as a musician, because I did a lot of my jazz studying when we put a band together after Joe left the Seasons, and it was called Jersey Bounce, and we did all jazz and all swing songs, and I had to put my nose to the grindstone and study and learn. I wanted to do a song that the Four Seasons wrote, which is not so easy for me because it's not really my bag. But I found a song that I could do my own way, and it's called "Tell It to the Rain," written by Mike Petrillo and Chubby Cefelli, 1967. It's pretty, very pretty. You're crying now, just like I used to cry before. Turn off the tears, I don't care anymore. You can save all your lies, 'cause I've heard them all before. Tell it to the rain and the stars that shine above, that it's me you're thinking of, and I'm your love. Tell it to the rain. I gave you love and I got nothing in return. How does it feel to feel what I had to learn? Baby, don't say you're sorry, 'cause I'm just not concerned. Tell it to the rain and the stars that shine above, that it's me you're thinking of, and I'm your love. Tell it to the rain. Tell it to the rain and the stars that shine above, that it's me you're thinking of, and I'm your love. Tell it to the rain, to the rain and the stars that shine above, 'cause it's me you're thinking of, and I'm your love. Tell it to the rain. Hey Matt, how you doing? How's your life? Boy, write to us and let us know how you're doing here, because I know you got a big move that happened. Allison, that's okay. You're a little late, but you can watch the first 15 minutes tomorrow. But I thought you were doing that workshop tonight. But I guess we're both going to catch the replay. Thank you for coming. So I was singing that song. I was thinking of my friend Joe Long. Just a good friend, a lot of laughs, a lot of good memories. And when Joe came out of the Seasons, he worked with Alfred, which ironically, when he went into the Seasons, he worked with Alfred. So I put together a video, and we're going to watch some highlights from his life. And I had just a joy today, because we were digging around for some music and I came across the tapes. Artie, you'd be proud of us, because we actually made tapes of the Jersey Bounce and of Labracio, the two bands that we were in with Joe. So I was able to take it off the cassette, pull it into the computer, doctor it up, put it on this video. So when you hear Jersey Bounce, you're hearing our band, and that's Joey singing. Now, I go here Then I go here. And then I go here.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was,
You were working with me.
who was I? I was with who?
Weren't you working on my
Working with
band?
Alfred.
With him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said it. Who were we?
I met
It
you
must
in
be
the
a
night.
ventriloquist. It sounded like it was coming from Frankie. Yeah, I was working with Al Nitt. So, and I got, Frankie Fain. Remember Frankie Fain?
Oh, my God.
Frankie Fain.
I still want to show him.
He was booking the seasons locally.
Frankie.
And he told Tommy that he got a guy that plays bad bass, but he sings a little bit. So Tommy wanted to meet me. So we went down there, and he says to me, I want you to play something. He points to the wall, and there's a bunch of basses up there. He says to Mascara, pull one down. I said, wait a minute, Tom, I play left-handed. I don't give a shit what you play. Play that fucking thing. So he pulls the bass off the wall, and I had to play a right-handed bass, left-handed. So I said, now what am I going to do, like upside down? So I figured, well, Kansas City, blues, easy. So I did that, right? So I sang the Kansas City and that. So later on, I met Gordio and Valley, and Gordio says to me, well, do you know our group? I said, the Four Seasons? That's my favorite group. He said, yeah? He says, what song do you like the best? I said, Don't Hang On. He said, well, let's hang on, jerk. He said, but that's it. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Yeah. But my point is this. Why did you go for the audition without your bass?
I didn't know it was going to be an audition. I thought I was going to talk to the man.
What song did you do?
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City.
What did you sing? Sang?
Yeah. You know, all of a sudden I feel like I'm on a hot seat over there.
Roughly 600 to 700 special guest stars have appeared on Where the Action Is in the past few months. A lot of them have had hit records, but nobody can match the record of these fellas, the golden sounds of success of the Four Seasons.
I can see there ain't no room for me. You're only holding out your heart and sympathy. If there's another man, then girl, I understand. Go on and take his hand, and don't you worry about me. I'll be true, and I'll be trying too. But girl, you know I only want what's best for you. What good is on my pride? On the other side, go on and do it right, and don't you worry about me. I'll be strong, I'll try to carry on. Although you know it won't be easy when you're gone, I'll always think of you, the tender love you do. But now I'm through.
76?
Before the Jersey bounce, the rhythm that really counts. Temperature always mounts whenever they play the funny rhythm they play. Started on Journal Square, somebody heard it there and put it right on the air, and now you hear it everywhere. Uptown, gave a new licks. Downtown, and some tricks. Old
I still got this, but I can still walk on my own.
I heard Paul McCartney said Joe Long is the second best left-handed bass player in rock and roll.
Second best.
Oh, what's the second best?
What he
Second
said,
best.
I don't
Hey,
know.
by the way, how'd you like working with Charlie Colello, the arranger?
Yeah, he was fantastic. He wrote the most lyrical bass lines that I've ever played. Fantastic.
What was your favorite lines?
Hey, I got my bass here. Let me show you.
Joe Long, in his younger days with the Four Seasons, 1965 to 1976.
Isn't that a great song, Yvonne? Alfredo wrote it. Got me my first gig, and I got lucky.
Hey, luck plays a big part in
You
this.
know what? I got lucky last night, too.
Oh, shut the
Here's something you guys didn't know. Joe Long worked for Singer Sewing Machine, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Right, my first gig. In fact, that's how it hurt my hand.
And that made you a lefty. That was bad luck.
But it didn't stop me.
Tenacity, that's the name of the game, tenacity.
Well, like Kupo said, tenacity. You can't give up.
And I want to add longevity.
There you go.
That's big too. That's why we're still here, because we got longevity. Salute to that.
I heard it was the competition.
East Coast against West Coast?
Yeah.
Well, not like East Coast against West Coast jazz. That was all about a style of playing.
At least those guys didn't kill each other.
Yeah, but rap is like a form of scat, like you do. You scat. Play something on me.
Like Moody's Mood for Love. There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go.
Hey, how about Lambert Hutchinson and Ross, great jazz vocal group? They wrote words to famous jazz solos and sang them. Now, if they spoke those words, I guess it would be rap.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
Not only is it music, but I happen to like it. In fact, I've even played on a couple of rap sessions.
Yvonne, you have to be open-minded.
Now, I know all the guys that were at that table are watching. They may not write something in, but that's Frankie Cupo, Ronnie Mann, Frankie Lepore, and I hope Yvonne is watching it. I don't know. Yeah. So we're all feeling it tonight. I'm going to do one more song. You just have to remember that the great life that he had. Do you know he actually conducted for Sinatra when they went on the road? If you really want to know more about that, Joe did the first podcast for me. And it's really interesting because he talks about things that he normally didn't talk about, things that he did. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Hi, thank you for coming. Next Tuesday, Vicky, not tomorrow, next Tuesday. When you're down and troubled, you need a helping hand. Nothing is going right. Call my name. Soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name. You know wherever I am, I'll come running. See you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, all you gotta do is call and I'll be there. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend when people can be so cold that they'll hurt you and desert you? Take your soul if you let them, oh, but don't let them. You just call out my name. You know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Now winter, spring, summer or fall, say all you gotta do is call and I'll be there. You've got a friend. Got a friend. You've got a friend. Debbie, I I know you'll watch the replay because we showed a lot of the footage that you always send to us, and I appreciate that. Hey, Michael Selden, welcome. And Kupo, I already said hello. And Ronnie. And everybody who remembers Joe. And I was standing on the other side of that table. I was laughing more than I was filming. It was just a joy. And who knew that he had acting skills? But he's a natural. So I'm going to say goodnight. And I know Joey's watching and appreciating this. A good friend. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.